Is this. The rats are all like this. The rat goes like this. So the rat's like this. The normal rat is like this. That's the normal rat. Like this, like this. It sniffs. It's like this for quite a while. He's like this. And then maybe he sniffs. You are now a normal rat.
Moves it and puts it on his windowsill across the room.
Yeah, like actually has it up his asshole, and now it's recording from around his body.
Yeah. Through the vibrations in his farts.
Well, I don't know why his is so loud and mine's so quiet when it's the same fucking mic.
It's got to be. I have a feeling he's not on a Mac. Am I right?
No, I'm on a ThinkPad 2.0.
Yeah. See that's the real worker's laptop right there.
ThinkPad.
Yeah, it's a blue collar laptop if I've ever seen one.
Hell yeah. So
Absolutely
fuck yeah.
brutal. All right. Well, welcome into Burn After Listening. It is Tuesday, August 8th, and the U.S. women's national team fucking sucks. They fucking suck. And this could not come at a better time. I've had it with their gloating. I've had it with their we deserve all this extra money for not bringing in the equal amount of viewership. It's been enough. This was the worst finish that they've ever had in tournament history, and it just could not have come at a better time. Every single one of them should. I'm done there.
I'm sick and tired of listening to that Megan Rapinoe chick. She's got some of the most outrageous takes of all time. First, it was her looking for equal pay when there's not equal representation in the sport. That makes absolutely no sense. You can't just expect more money when you're not selling the same amount of tickets or bringing in the same amount of viewership. That is absolutely retarded. And second of all, the most batshit take of all time, talking about her wife having possibly the best career in basketball of all time. Yeah, you might actually be fucking retarded if you think any either of those statements are true.
Megan Rapinus repellent is she was getting actually sucked off on ESPN today. It was crazy. I was just
it's crazy
piece of shit, dude. Yeah, I know, it's bananas. Like just being an unemployed piece of shit. And they did probably like a 10-minute segment on her, narrated like, oh, she's a champion, she's this, and shout out to her. Like I'm sure she's great. I'm sure she's this and that and the other thing. But man, all I'm gonna say is if you're the adopted son or daughter of two like elite level athlete chicks, that'd be so sick.
Yeah, I guess it would be sick, but she's also like a complete weirdo. Like everything I've seen on her this weekend has been negative. Like saw some video of this kid asking her to sign a ball, and she's like not even looking at the kid in the face.
Yeah,
like
that was so disrespectful.
Like didn't even like say like thank you or something like that. Like so weird. And then her being like, I deserve this, like with the trophy. It's like it's just it's embarrassing. Like it's absolutely embarrassing.
Layminator, you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do. She was laughing after she missed the kick. So were we were all laughing. So we were laughing right there with her, right with the rest of the team. I honestly didn't mind the jerseys that they had. Positive note, I'm going to keep it positive. A lot of negativity going around the room here. Going to keep it positive for our ladies. Like the jerseys. But yeah, are her and Sue Bird, are they married?
I believe so. I think they're, if they're not married, then they're together.
Wow, that's quite the power couple.
My favorite is when lesbians or gays, it doesn't matter, no judgment. They always say instead of like my husband or my wife, they say my partner. Like I always thought that was hysterical. It was like, oh, my partner. That's just like a neon billboard saying,
yeah, it's like
I like muck and clam too.
It's like when the top one defensive pair is just like talking about their partner in the dressing room, like, yeah, my partner gave me that sweet backdoor pass. But with the guys, it means something a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Waria. I was kind of surprised she missed the free kick because Meg Rapinoe knows how to work her way inside a box.
She was going for the field goal there. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. She
What a
sailed
fucking
it.
joke. What do you guys think that she actually purposely like blew it? Because
No.
a lot of people are saying that because she's
Yes.
like a huge anti-American. Like,
Yes. I think I saw her say "fuck Trump" as soon as she missed that shot.
yeah. She pulled out the LGBTQT flag and just ran across the field.
Yeah, like instead of a yellow card, hers was just rainbow, and then she.
Yeah, dude, they needed James Vardy out there for sure.
Speaking of sports, boys, you see that fucking fight in the MLB? Jesus Christ! I thought I was watching the UFC.
Yeah, that guy went down kind of easy, no?
It was incredible.
I thought either it's a perfectly timed punch in the perfect location, or he's really got a maybe he's just got a weak
Glass
chin.
jaw. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. He went down like a sack of potatoes, and when they were like carrying him back to the dugout or whatever, he looked like he was on skates, dude. Like he was complete Bambi mode, man. Pretty funny stuff.
He caught him so solid with a right like hook. It was insane.
It was a weird hook though. Like it wasn't even like it wasn't like you could tell they're not fighters, but like
Yeah.
I
that's
think it's
the
awesome.
Beauty. That is the beauty, and the essence of that is the beauty of baseball fights. It's like these are guys that are just like
they're so
pretty much
in the game, like
completely
they're pissed.
normal ass dudes, and it's just a hot summer day playing the most goddamn fucking boring sport ever assembled, ever created, getting paid millions of dollars, and then somebody does one thing and the other guy takes it wicked personal, and it just scraps throwdown. And there's a reason why these clips have multi-million views is because baseball's so fucking boring. It's like, let's see guys scrap.
Yeah.
Let's see who comes out on top.
They've done a lot to fix the game of baseball, especially with like the pitch clock and all the stuff they're doing. The games are moving faster, more people are watching. But if they really wanted people to watch, they would like allow fighting. Just, I mean, maybe even like, you get one a game. Each team gets one a game. Like would make it
no
so much more
penalization.
interesting. Yeah.
But you have to use them. You have to use them.
have to use
it.
And then they're gonna
loss. Automatic loss.
The thing is, next thing you know, you're gonna have like the New York Mets sign like fucking Mike Tyson, and he's just gonna go out there and just clobber somebody.
The guy who lost the fight got suspended for more games.
Oh
well,
my God.
he instigated it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did.
I mean, he might have put his hands up first, but the other guy could have said, "Let's go." I mean, we don't know. We weren't down on the field.
Yeah.
It definitely breeds an interesting question. If you guys had to impose a mandatory rule in a sport to make it more exciting, what sport would you choose, and what rule would you think about?
I need to go first here. Is that all right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Any women's fighting, I need them to be fully naked.
Fuck, dude, that was gonna be mine.
And like hopefully like before, you know how before the fights they put like the Vaseline on their eyes and stuff like that so they slip the punches. I want them to do that to their entire body.
I'll sign up to be that guy. Job. Give me the Vaseline job. I'll do it for $12K a year. Who cares?
They say if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life.
Wario in the ring is mud and it's smaller.
Fucking right. Pants, what do you think?
I would say something interesting, like maybe in basketball you get like enough pocket sand for one use so you can like throw it in a guy's eyes. Like that might be a little interesting. Like you don't know, like maybe it's the fourth quarter in a big game, you forget, but, like you can come down the side, dude, throw some sand in his eyes. Like that could be interesting. Yeah. Spice up the game a little bit.
Just absolutely blinding Curry when he's going for his 15th three of the game.
This might be a hot take here. This is something that I've always wanted. In the NCAA tournament, you get to take one alumni from your school.
That's a sick rule.
Yeah. And so, So let's say the teams that don't have a sick alumni, let's say like Bradley gets in one year, whatever, the mid majors, they get to take like someone from a European, like they get to take Jokic, or they get to take Lauri Markkanen, or just someone sick that didn't go to college. You get to pick them. It's like a draft. And so Duke gets like Tatum, Kansas gets Embiid, so on and so forth. That would be, tell me what you wouldn't watch it.
No, that would be sick.
Who do you think would win the title if that was the case? Like next year?
Oh,
or even go on based off last year, if you want.
Based off last year? I don't know. I mean, probably Kansas with Embiid. I mean,
how
who's
recent can the alumni be?
Anyone.
Dude, like
that's the most fun part about it.
If you're Kentucky, like you're gonna take. Oh well, I guess LeBron's off the table. But if you're Kentucky, wouldn't you? I'd take Anthony Davis and I'd win the championship every single year.
Yeah. You can take Anthony Davis. Duke would be a 6. Yeah. So that's. I mean, and then like if you're a mid-major, you can draft Jokic, and then yeah.
Maybe Ja Morant shooting.
He's a shooter, bro. He's good.
Yeah, deadly.
I would have to say.
Bodies.
I think. I have 2 proposed rules. Number 1, say it's like bottom of the 9th. I think you should have one guy on your team. Okay, if you're at bat and it's like dire straits, like 2 outs, 3 balls, bottom of the 9th, you're down by 4 runs. I think you should elect somebody. You should get to elect somebody to get their ass paddled. And however many times they get their ass paddled by your designated hitter is how many either bases or runs. So as hard as they can, like you're in the Omega house, just get your ass fucking paddled. I would watch that all day. Like you just put it all in the line for your city and just getting your ass just kicked to crap, really. Or maybe we just do
like
it with
Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds like steps up to the plate. You just bend over and he just cracks one at your cheeks, like full steroid into the forehead mode, like
all steroid, all roid rage too, full wind up. And then my second rule, I think we should in football get at least one normal person out there at whatever position and just watch these
like just a guy
men.
like us.
Yeah. Like watch like Jerry from accounting play offensive lineman and TJ Watt literally or Jerry from accounting can play quarterback and then Jerry from sales can play O tackle and just watch TJ Watt toss him into a new stratosphere.
This might be a hot take, but I think that if you put me on the 1 yard line, I'd get in the end zone. Give me the ball, and I just fucking lower my shoulder. Doesn't matter who's coming. I'm too determined. I'm getting in there.
And then you proceed to land a plane by yourself after, right?
No, I don't think I could do the plane.
Which
thing
all men
I had instructions.
Well, if Mark Wahlberg could stop 9/11, then I could at least score 1 yard touchdown.
Fuck yeah.
Another honorable mention real quick is just bring back steroids to baseball. I think we can all agree on that. That's the easiest way to make baseball watchable again.
Out of all seriousness, though, there's no way that the viewership didn't go back up this, like after, it was like Saturday, right? That fight was Saturday?
Saturday, yes.
Yeah, so like, dude, like there's no way that on Sunday viewership wasn't up like 10, 20, 25%. Like, that's got to be good for the sport, right? So at the end of the day, I'd like to see more of it. Everybody knows, like, that shit like that's gonna head the people over, right? Speaking of fights, we had that fucking Jake Paul, fucking Nate Diaz fight on the weekend too. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of Nate Diaz, but I also didn't really see him winning.
I think he was gonna win.
I think that he was just there to get his money and get out of there. I saw a video of him smoking weed right before he went on. Like, he couldn't have been taking it that seriously, right?
No, I mean, I think he went out there.
You guys see him? You see Nate call Jake the N-word?
Did he really?
No, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was like there was like this. I forget the guy's name, but he's like an interviewer for MMA, and they're sitting at a table. It's just Jake, Nate, and it starts with an A. I can't remember his name, but he's the interviewer, and he just straight up calls him the N-word. Like, it was fucking crazy.
Hard
He's
R?
white.
nuts, dude.
No, it was the A, but like
Okay.
it was insane. Like they're both white dudes.
I didn't see that, but I mean Diaz definitely like went out there and just did whatever to get a bag. I think that Jake Paul definitely wasn't going to knock him out. He's too hard to knock out because of like all these. But I mean that's the thing with Jake Paul though. He fought a real boxer in Tommy Fury, who everyone said he was going to beat, and then he lost to him, and then he's just going back to fighting like old UFC guys. And someone put a compilation of Jake Paul's knockouts on Twitter the other day. I was like, it was the dumbest fucking thing because he's just knocking out either old retired dudes. I think Ben Askren dove, and then a couple old basketball guys. Like he's not fighting anyone that's actually
NBA dunk contest champion Nate Robinson has been known to be like really good at fighting. Like I know it's so ridiculous.
Right?
WARIO, I just want to circle back. The most surprising thing you said out of all of that was that Nate Diaz is white.
As far as I know, he is. Am I wrong?
I mean, his last name's Diaz. He could be.
I think he's Mexican, but he was born in Stockton.
Yeah, I like Nate Diaz. I think both of them are just some tough motherfuckers, and I like watching them fight.
Of course.
But yeah, it's just they get used to the lifestyle and they like making money, and it's just an easy payday to be like, hey, I'm just gonna box a little bit and not really give a rat's ass. And if this YouTuber, I don't know how much of it would really be like a pride thing versus how much of it is I'm so beyond like giving a rat's ass about losing a boxing match to a YouTuber because I know at the end of the day I'm going to be laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, that's probably a big part of it, to be honest with you. But I didn't watch that fight. I know a lot of people who did. I watched some clips of it after because I wasn't going to bother looking for a stream to watch Jake Paul fight. But I was honestly more entertained with that fucking Doc fighting video that's been fucking just taken over the internet. Like that video of the people. I forget what the marina was, but the one dude
It was in Alabama.
Yeah, dude, the one guy who swam across the water and then got out, dude, he just starts throwing absolute bombs, dude.
I'm not hip to this. What happened? And
So-
for our viewers.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know the story, basically there was a African-American security guard that told these white people who rented a boat, or maybe they own the boat, to like move it so that this bigger boat could come in and dock and people could get off. And they apparently got really mad, told him to fuck off, and he's like, no, you need to move your boat or I'm going to call whoever like the police are in the area. And well, they didn't take too kindly to that. They got out and started kicking the shit out of this African-American.
It was like
security
1v5.
guard. It was, dude. It might have been even worse than that.
Yeah, and then there's just, and then by the time it just starts escalating like crazy. There's like random people jumping in, and then by the end of it, the one guy's just going complete WWE mode and smashing, and I mean smashing people over the head with a folding chair, like just fucking whacking them, man. Like it had to have hurt, and they were like beating the shit out of chicks too. It was nuts.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then when all the other like black guys came to the security guards defense, and they just started helping him out, getting on his side, even out the score.
I like that though.
Yeah, it started an all-out race war on Twitter for about 12 hours. It was funny to see play out, honestly, because there's a decent amount of people like sticking up for the white dudes because they thought like the black people were like going too crazy on them or something. But I mean, I thought it was completely warranted, like the chair slam, everything.
Just ask them to, like, you asked them to move. You're clearly not supposed to be parked there. So why are you taking it to a physical level? Like, just move the fucking boat, retard.
Yeah, I mean it's Alabama. What do you expect?
Yeah, I've heard they're not too crazy on equality down there. That's just from what I've gathered, though.
I don't know what you're saying, WARIO. I've heard Tuscaloosa, Alabama is called London, Ontario South.
What the hell does that mean?
They're all about equality and virtues and hockey.
Is that true?
They love hockey.
Yeah, I had a big feeling that there's a lot of fucking get off my lawns down there. That's kind of the vibe that I've picked up. But that's funny.
I wanted to get this too because we have two huge Pens fans on this, and I mean you guys are gonna hate my thoughts, but WARIO, Layminator, what are your thoughts on the What are your thoughts on the Erik Karlsson trade?
You mind if I go first?
Smokey's fucking mooning us right now. I'd love to get his thoughts eventually, but yeah, I would love to go first.
Go for it.
I am going.
Sorry, brother. My bad.
I am going for it. So I follow a ton, like half of my following is just Penguins pages on both Instagram and Twitter, and the majority of them I saw were anti Karlsson when this like 2 or 3 months ago when this was first brewing, and they just didn't like the money. They would rather have a solid like third line D pair, whatever bullshit they wanted to say. It's honestly kind of embarrassing being part of the Penguins like fan base a little bit, just because the people have no idea what they're talking about. Karlsson scored 100 points last year.
Yeah, I think he either had 100 or 101. I can't remember. I think it was right on the button though.
When you have Crosby for 3 more years, you have Letang for 3 more years, who just came back from his second fucking stroke. You got Malkin for 3 more years. You got this whole core for 3 more years. God knows how good they're going to be for that 3 years. Probably still pretty good. But it's like, who wouldn't want a 100-goal scorer on their team when you're trying to win right now? Like, we traded all of our draft picks. We got nothing. So I love the move. I mean, I was so ecstatic. I mean, I was on the phone with my dad when I saw it, and I fucking still got hard, dude. I mean, that's just how excited I got. Yeah, WARIO, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody knows I'm a huge Penguins fan, and I'm happy with the trade. To be able to move around as many guys that they did to retain a big amount of salary in their cap is huge, right? Like I think we were in the negative before that draft, or sorry, before that trade happened, and now we've got $3 more million to work with, and we just picked up the best offensive defenseman in the NHL. I think he's a 3-time Norris winner. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me, but I don't know. He's going to be a huge add to the Penguins, and if you don't think that's going to be one of the scariest power plays in the NHL, you're fucking wrong. Don't even get me started, Pants, because you're over across. Your boys are fucking filling up the fucking rink with Flint water, man. Give me a goddamn break. You can't even drink that goddamn shit. We just got the best offensive fucking defenseman possibly of all time, and we got rid of a horrible contract within Granlund, and got rid of DeSmith, who's not very fucking good, and got rid of Petrie. So you know what? We just completely revamped our back end, and I'm thinking now all we need to do is maybe get one more forward and hopefully a
Thomas
good backup.
Tatar, apparently.
I've been seeing that.
like
Yeah,
Tatar.
I saw that today.
Yeah.
Thomas Tatar.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of respond here. First of all, they don't have to drink the water on the rink. They just have to skate on it, so it doesn't matter where you fucking get it.
All right.
Secondly, you guys aren't all concerned that you have 3 guys in Crosby, Letang, and Malkin, all 36 or up, and then Karlsson, who's 33, and they account for 48% of your cap space and 4 players?
Okay, so let's
a concern for you guys?
No. What do you mean?
Okay, I mean,
they're
Dubas just
the
came
best
from the
core.
Leafs.
They're the best core in NHL history. They're the best
Dubas
core in
just came
NHL
from
history.
the Leafs with about the same thing and a younger core.
Yeah, but the Leafs can't fucking perform, and they've shown that they can't perform. Pittsburgh's fucking been to the Stanley Cup final since 2000. I'm pretty sure they've been in the Stanley Cup final 4 fucking times, 5 times, and they've won 2 back to back. So you're gonna sit there and tell me that they're not the fucking best? Give me a fucking break, dude. And you're gonna have you got guys like Crosby who are getting whatever, it's like eight something a year. Malkin getting 8 something a year, and then you have the fucking selfish pricks over in Toronto who are getting 10, 11 million a year. Give me a fucking break, dude. At least these guys have a little bit of heart, and they have like some fucking some pride within their team where they can still allow to bring more players in and allow more cap space and not just be greedy fucking bastards.
I think you guys definitely did need more offense, but I also think that Karlsson maybe wasn't it. You probably needed some like forwards that are a little bit.
He had 100 points. How is that not going to be any good offense? He's a playmaker. He's not the best defenseman. He's an offensive defenseman. He is that person that we just brought in to achieve that.
Do you guys not need playmaking forwards though? Like that's the whole point. Is he's still on the point? He can generate from there. But dude, like,
All right, I'm gonna pull up the roster here, buddy.
okay,
Ever heard
yeah,
of Sidney
sorry.
Crosby? Ever heard of Sidney Crosby, bud?
You ever heard of Jake Gensel? You ever heard of fucking Evgeny Malkin?
Yeah,
Are they
I'm
good?
just
I mean,
saying.
they're just
I haven't heard of them. Are they good?
older guys can't take that much of the workload. Maybe they can. I don't know. I just don't.
We
think
just
it
got
was- I
Lars
don't think it was
Eller.
the best move. You got Lars Eller. Okay, that dude scored 4 goals in his NHL debut, and like that's it.
Hey, that's all right. Did your boyfriend fucking Matthews do the exact same thing, and you're sucking his cock over there? We got Ricard Raquel, Brian Russ. Like, buddy, I think we're perfectly fine. I think you got some thinking to do, buddy. And you're really gonna be biting your tongue once you and I go to the next Penguins versus Detroit game in Detroit.
Dude,
You're gonna be
that's
sitting
such a
right beside me
that's such
again.
a dumb comparison. That was Crosby vying for his 1500th point in a race for the playoffs. Like he wasn't going to lose that game against a bad Detroit team. Fuck off. You think it's like ever going to go like that again?
Okay, I'm willing to put $100 on the next game that we go to right now on air.
$100 just on money line? Okay, cool.
Sure. I'll
Done.
take Pittsburgh. You got Detroit. Deal.
Layminator, I need $100.
Yeah, Pants owes me about $470 right now, so let's just add that to the tab. What'd you say?
405.
Well, what's that mic you're holding in your hand right now? How much did that cost?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do see where you're coming from. I get a little bit worried with how old we're getting, but if you look at the points from last year, Crosby and Malkin stayed pretty healthy throughout the year. Maybe not so much Malkin. Crosby is looking pretty fucking good. So I'm not too worried about that. I think Gensel kind of had like an off year, I would say, last year, but I think the energy is a lot different going into the season with a new crew up top. As in like having Dubas there and getting rid of all the old guys. I think it's going to be a different season this year for sure.
For sure. I mean, yeah, we'll see if 4 players accounting for 50% of your cap space works.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You're such a dumbass. It blows my mind.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how this goes.
I'm feeling confident in it. That's all I'm saying.
Same here. I'm gonna place a future on the Penguins.
You know what?
We'll
Let's
get
go
into
50-50 on it, Layminator.
Hell yeah. All right, cool.
We'll get more more hockey stuff as the season comes along. Right now, you guys want to hit some start 'em, sit 'em? Anyone have anything else before we do that?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We can. Is that what you want to go into right now? We can do that.
Did you?
I mean, we were kind of buzzing there.
Yeah.
we could-
Hey, we can keep buzzing.
Yeah, what do you guys think about fucking? I think that I'm not like, obviously I'm from Canada, but it really impresses me with how devoted Philadelphia sports fans are. Like I saw a packed out stadium for one of their practices. Like that is insane to me, and like that takes real fucking dedication to want to go that bad to the practice. You know what I mean? Like they almost packed out an entire fucking stadium. I'm kind of hoping that one day we can be in that position where we're going for like a live episode of the podcast and we can fill Rogers Center in Toronto.
MSG.
Sell it out.
They say
I
shoot
mean,
for the stars.
They just went to the Super Bowl, so I kind of get it.
I guess.
They're definitely they definitely are passionate. I mean, we kind of talked about this on a later episode when they were throwing, what was it? Were they throwing hot dogs all over the stadium
I think so. Yes.
in the spring? Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh yeah, on that $1 hot dog night. And then they just started chucking them at each other. Like the top level started chucking them at the bottom level, and then the bottom level just started throwing them back. That was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that if you're gonna have a $1 hot dog night, you better be playing somebody fucking shitty, because you can't be taking the risk of all those dogs hitting the field.
Yeah.
Well, I would crush a
Smokey.
$1 hot dog night.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
love
sure I've
$1
seen.
hot dog nights.
Well, of course you do. Then you don't have to go to the fucking sex shop at night. But I've seen clips or like posts by Jasperi on $1 hot dog night at the Jays game, and I'm pretty sure he got like fucking double digits, man. That's like absurd, dude. To eat that many hot dogs, like if they're $1, I get it, but holy shit, that's a lot of dogs.
Smokey, I wanted to ask you. I mean, Patriots have always been super successful. I mean, these few years, and Layminator too. He's a Patriots guy. They've definitely not been as successful these past few years. But what? I mean, in the past, have those training camps been packed out or?
Well, I'm not a jobless loser, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, people would, those training camps would be packed. It would just be something to do in the summer. I always worked, and my parents always worked, so I didn't go. But there was always a lot of people, especially that one summer with when Tebow was in training camp. Like they are fun to go to, but it's like just mostly for the media and for kids. If you're a grown ass man going to training camp in the middle of your workday, like can't say I have a problem with it. You love your team and stuff, but it's like just follow on Twitter like the rest of us. But as far as Patriots goes, I'll just keep it brief. Mac Jones, I'm a Mac Jones believer, but make or break year for him. And if he doesn't shape up, then we're gonna have to start looking for new options. But I have faith. I believe got some good additions to the offseason. Some people throw to. So looking forward to the year. Looking forward to football in general.
Layminator, are you riding that, or what are your thoughts on the Pats season?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief too. I'm not a Mac Jones guy. I'm a Mac Jones hater, honestly. But I'm a Caleb Williams guy, and so I'm just all in on the tank at this point.
Is that's their backup?
No, that's the USC quarterback.
Okay.
Like he'll be eligible like this next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like tank for
on him,
Bedard,
eh?
but tank for Caleb Williams.
Caleb
gotcha.
Williams also painted his nails with the word "fuck" on them. So testament to the character of you, Layminator, that you support stuff like blank stuff like that.
You're editing that one out.
Yeah.
Timestamp.
You support nonsense like that, painting an expletive on you. You think this organization would ever want a young man with the character that paints
I think it shows
an
grit.
expletive? No, that's
Yeah, dude, he's shoving it in your face.
that's 10 ply. I don't want that on my squad.
Thank God you're not the GM.
If you should you got to meet these when was the last time New England had a black quarterback? I think all these massholes in Southie would their heads would explode if they saw a quarterback run more than 15 yards. I think they'd all just their heads would
Spontaneously combust. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the first interception of the year would not go well in that home stadium. I'll tell you that.
There'd be a couple of burnt cop cars on the side of the road. Fuck yeah, boys.
Warrior,
Yes.
you're about to bring something up. Did you have something?
I wanted, just when you were saying, Smokey, you were saying something about having faith in Mac Jones. I just want to say that I matched with a chick on Instagram or on Twitter or Tinder today. Her name was Faith, and she unmatched me after I told her I wanted to put my dick on her faith. in the Mike Tyson voice.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dick on the Mike Tyson voice. My
Yeah.
style is impetuous. my predicting is impeccable. I want to put my dick on your face. I want to take a heart. I want to eat your children.
My style is impeccable. Okay, boys, you guys want to roll into Stardom Sit-em?
Yeah, Wario,
Yeah,
what's your
let's
stardom
do it.
sit-em?
My Stardom Sit-em is this week. I'm going to be starting inflatable hot tubs. I've always
wanted one.
I've always been very against the idea of an inflatable hot tub, as I just think it's very it's like a broke person vibe. But man, I was in my buddy's hot tub. Yes, he was in it with me too. We were clothed. But
Nice.
he said that he's paid like $600 for it, and the thing was sick, dude. Like it was at 101 degrees, and
How large is
it? You could probably, I think all four of us could fit in it.
Okay.
Even though I'm 6'5".
Yeah, I would be sitting on your lap,
Podcast
but
is large human beings.
I'd be sitting on Pants' lap, but whatever. It was about 101 degrees, and the jets were on. Like, the thing had jets, man. Like, it was actually pretty fucking sick. So
pretty sweet.
I'm going to be starting inflatable hot tubs because they are very, very underrated, and I am in the market for one. I'm going to be, I know we covered on this earlier, but I'm sitting Megan Rapinoe on the bench. I'm sick and tired of her. She fucking stinks. No comment.
Good call.
Yeah, I mean, they should have sat her on the bench in the shootout.
That's exactly what I meant. She needs to sit on the bench and maybe think about some of her decisions. She's been a bad, naughty little girl.
Well,
She's been having a year,
she's
though,
gonna
I'll
be-
tell you that. She sucks, man. She fucking sucks.
You think she takes a lot of dives to because she's familiar with getting deep in the carpet?
Yeah, I'm going to say that probably has something to do with it. She likes to be on the ground. Maybe that's because I'm not even gonna go any further, folks. Let's get the next person's.
Yeah, Pants, stardom, sit 'em. What do you got?
Yeah, okay. So this week, my stardom is going to be flatulence. I'm taking a road trip with Layminator here tomorrow, and I'm just going to be farting in the car. That's what dudes do. I'm going to find it funny. I don't know if he is, but it's just nothing better than just being with your bro, sitting in the car, farting.
Fuck yeah. Make sure that... Are you driving too?
Yeah, I'm a judge.
Yeah, make sure the window locks are on.
Pants has no clue that like I'm just gonna be smoking weed in his new car the entire time. Like
You guys
his
should just
farts
sit
are
there.
even gonna break through that smoke.
Yeah, you guys should just like you smoke like cigarettes with the windows up and stuff, dude. Just fucking have it absolutely reeking like a fucking gas chamber in there.
My buddy got out of or was on leave from the army and was just whipping around his new Audi. Was just ripping Marlboro Golds like window down, didn't give a fuck. Like I was like, dude, that was so rock star. Layminator, stardom, sit 'em.
Or wait, I gotta get my cinnamon.
Oh, that's right. I pre-jacked. Shocker.
Typical.
My situm is the MLS. The talent level in the MLS is abysmal. It looks like Messi doesn't even have to try, and that might be because he's just still that good, but it looks like every time he touches the ball, he's like almost walking or jogging, and it's just going in.
Like it actually looks like he's just playing against the female USA team.
Yeah, seriously.
No, he is absolutely stomping over everybody though. It's kind of crazy. What has he got, like 5-6 goals in 4 games?
I think 7.
Yeah, that's fucked
Yeah.
up, dude. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
And I think you can even call it 8. Let's talk about this real quick because last night was a crazy game. I didn't know what the League's Cup was. Apparently, it's this thing that the MLS does with like the same MLS type league in Mexico. They take 15 teams from the Mexico League, all the MLS teams. They play like a little cup or whatever it is called the MLS Cup. Inter Miami sucked. Like they've won like 18 games all year, while everybody else has won 30 going into this tournament. And now Inter Miami has won 4 games straight. And last night they came back down 2 goals with 6 minutes left. And one of the guys on the other team on Dallas, he headed in one of Messi's goals. And so that doesn't count like it does in hockey. You know, in hockey, like last
Which
guy.
is weird. It should.
Yeah, and so last night he technically had a hat trick.
So why? I wonder why it is that they don't count that, because it's like the last guy who it touched before it went in, besides the opposing team, was Messi, right? So then I don't understand how that. Like, who do they credit that goal to? Then the team.
So I think, I don't know, in soccer they have like an own goal category, so maybe that's just how it's marked down, you know, like own goal by their own team. I don't know though. But yeah, he's fucking on fire right now.
Good stardom, sit him there, Pants. I like it.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
All right, Layminator.
Uh,
What you got?
My starting is nicotine. We've been touching it a lot, like over the last 4 weeks. But I don't know if you guys know who Andrew Huberman is.
Yeah,
Like that, whatever. He was on Bert Kreischer's podcast, and he was talking about how good nicotine is for you. It's good for you against like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. You're just not to. Yeah, so you're not supposed to smoke it. So shout out Zins. So really, I'm starting Zins, but nicotine in general. And then my sitting was just going to be all of the Women's World Cup goalies. I can't watch any of them. They're bad. I mean, these balls are dribbling in the net, dude. I mean, they're drying.
It's pretty
rough.
sad.
Yeah.
If there's any nicotine companies out there, especially Rogue or Zyn, we are looking for a sponsorship currently.
Yeah, I got to do the Liquid IV after this, so don't let me forget. But Smokey,
Okay.
Oh, shout out Zin. I emailed their support team because I did a survey and I got gypped 150 points. They got right on it. So shout out to them.
you've been collecting the points for a while. Are you close to that cooler?
No, dude. I want to. Let's actually. We'll ask the viewers. If you are a listener, viewer, if you appreciate what we do, besides buying Liquid IV, which Pants will tell you more about, send us all your Zin codes. My @ on Twitter is @UpperDeckyZin. Send me your Zin codes. They just bumped it so you can have enter 120 a month. So send me all your Zin codes if you're not cashing those in, because broke boys need some cool Zin stuff.
How many tins equivalates, or that's probably not even a fucking word. how many tins equals that Yeti cooler? Because the Yeti cooler is tight. I like the
Okay.
sign too, the light up LED sign.
I think it's a little less than this, but the sign or the Yeti cooler is like 7,200, let's say, and each Zin is worth 15. So you need 480 Zins.
That's actually not bad.
That's not bad
480
at all.
packs.
That's
No.
really not bad. That's actually a really good deal.
All your boys, if I don't know, 10 of your boys go through one a week, you'll have that in a year.
That's
And
so
people are
tight.
chiefing the Zins. Yeah. Okay. My situm has got to be hungover car rides. If you were farting in my car and I was hungover, I would actually be on the verge of a mental breakdown. Was in vacation this year with my parents. See, but farts are hysterical. Like, no getting
Sorry,
around
boys.
it. Two funniest parts about people or males in general is balls and farts. Like, balls will never not be funny. Farts are always funny.
And boners.
Boners are definitely funny, too. But was in the car
that
just with my
fucking
parents,
reeks.
and I.
I'm sorry, Smokey.
I was just so hungover. I went really hard last night, way harder than I should have. Ended up ripping online blackjack and roulette on my
Ooh.
phone, naked, doing push-ups, and like, it was just trying to get a pump to get a
Been
clear
there.
head. Bought in like 8 different times with my boys. I was going all in when I had like 6 and a 4 offsuit. Like,
That's insane. That's insane.
No, I was so just drunk, like bad. And then woke up at 7:30 the next morning, or 7. My uncle says, "Yo," I had slept on the couch. My uncle says, "Yo, get up, we're going fishing." Turns the light on. First words out of my mouth were "ow," and then I just had to go from there. It was lesser men wouldn't have survived, but here we are. I'm here podcasting, and no excuses. But I had to battle through it.
Fucking right.
But yeah, I can't stand being, specifically the car ride, after all that, after fishing, after the whole weekend, after too many margaritas, vodka Red Bulls. My mom starts giving me like this lecture about like having nice things in life, because my uncle's house we were staying at was very wealthy. So I start getting this lecture, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to fucking die.
That sucks.
It was.
How old is your uncle? Like, he's like probably like 40 something, 50
No,
something.
he's in his 60s. He's retired.
Yeah,
and
he
he's
also
just-
probably bought that fucking place for $25,000 in 1910.
Yeah,
but
exactly. He just.
I've got a voice message here that I want to play, boys. I'm not sure. I listened.
Yeah.
Don't play it. Don't play it.
What?
No,
The
let's give it to
the one's actually good. The one's actually
The
good.
first one or the second one?
The second one.
Don't play that.
All right, don't play
play
it. My stardom is WARIO's
Fuck's
voicemail.
All right.
No,
My-
don't play it.
My stardom
Is
is,
it?
WARIO's voicemail.
I listened to it. It wasn't even that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, go rogue. Do it. Go rogue.
rogue.
We can
Go
always
rogue.
No,
just
we're not
edit
doing
it out. We can always just edit it out.
No, that's more work for me. I already. Fuck off.
Okay,
right,
I won't play
Okay.
it.
I
Reset
got to
it.
talk about Liquid IV really quick. They sent me a new ad read because apparently.
My stardom is Liquid IV.
Fuck yeah.
Bang.
So it wants me to talk about my recent health and wellness habits I've been prioritizing, and
Here
I
we
haven't
go.
been. So yeah, yeah, recently I've been eating a little more steak, trying to get some more fruits and veggies into my diet. Just really naturally hydrate myself. And what better way to do that than with Liquid IV? I thought completely turned everything around for me. I'm more hydrated. I'm sharper in the mind. Summer's winding down here. It's still hot. It's probably the hottest time of the year right now. So, get yourself some Liquid IV. Keep yourself hydrated. It comes in convenient packaging, small, easy to fucking put in your pocket, in your backpack, anything like that. Just one stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water does hydrate you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code BURNAFTER at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code BURNAFTER at liquidiv.com.
It's a great product, guys. If you haven't tried it, definitely check it out. Personally, I've been drinking it lately, and it completely rejuvenates you, especially if you have a hard night of drinking and you need to get on the course or something like that at 10 in the morning. It's a good wake up call. It'll definitely help you out.
Yeah, no seed oils in there either.
No seed oils at all whatsoever. No GMOs. None of that fucking bullshit. So
So are we playing this voicemail?
No, we're not.
you're such a pussy pants.
Thanks, everyone, for listening in.